out of Hospers, Iowa in the 1S, and Dawson March out of Sioux City, Iowa in the Siouxland Trailer Sales, car number 5M. They will be our first 7 in heat number 1, 6 laps. The distance here tonight for heat number 1 of 2 with Jacob Beckstrom, Jake Sakow making up the front row here tonight. Reaganitter and Bass, Reitz, Kleensma, and March. The Bowie's Bar and Grill, SportMods, coming around off of turn 4 to that beautiful cone, and we're underway. Jake Sakow jumps to the lead here tonight in car 14 as they come around for lap number 1. Sakow and Bass running 1-2. Joe Reitz out of Dunlap in the 1JR. Justin Kleensma in the 1S car, now into the number 2 spot. As checking out and call him gone from Manning, Iowa, Jake Sakow with car 14. Sakow leading, Justin Kleensma out of Hospers in the 1S car in the number 2 spot. As your leader entering turn 1, 3rd place, remains car 4, Jason Bass with a 1JR here tonight of Joe Reitz out of Dunlap. Your top 4, but the top of the field here tonight, you can see clearly Jake Sakow out of Manning having the cruise control as he is dominating here in heat number 1. The 67 car hard into the wall off of turn 2. Jacob Beckstrom out of Pearson, Iowa. And we will see the caution flag fly. So a lot of steam coming from under the hood of Jacob Beckstrom. He slapped the back end, then the front end came around and slapped it as well. So off of turn 4, Jake Sakow ready to throttle her back up. And here we go. Here comes that 4, Jason Bass out of Fort Dodge, but Kleensma. No, thank you. I like it up here in the front. Bass is going to drive deep into 3. Kleensma way up the hill. As he'll give up the number 2 spot as Sakow to the white flag. Sakow, Bass, Kleensma, Reitz, top 4. As we'll see the checker flag this time in heat number 1 of the Bowie's Bar and Grill SportMod action. And Jake Sakow will bring him to the line, your winner. Bass second, Kleensma third. And that will now get us fired up for heat race number 2 of our SportMod action. And Rusty Montag out of North Sioux City, South Dakota in the T1. 6 cars here tonight. Heat number 2 for 6 laps as Tim Rupp out of Cherokee, Iowa, home of our KCHE radio sponsorship, will set the pace with Doug Smith out of Lake City in the 12X car. And if I'm a betting man, putting Smith to the outside of row 1, yeah, I would say color me gone, but we'll see. And here we go. Doug Smith. Yeah. Out front, Tim Rupp in second. And a log jam 3 wide as they hustle into turn 3. For lap number 1, Doug Smith, your leader. Doug Smith now goes upstairs, does Rupp into 33Z, as does Zach Norgard. Braden Sharn now to 4th. Rusty Montag in 5th in a T1. And following up the field, hitting on to 212 of Kendall Dirksen. What can you say that hasn't been said for that 12X car? Doug Smith out of Lake City. Another performance in that Rage chassis. Tim Rupp in second, the 33. Zach Norgard in third. Rusty Montag will now put a slider on in a T1 as he goes around Braden Sharn in car 3013M, and will stay green with 2 to go. Second heat of our IMCA SportMod action, brought to you by Bowie's Bar and Grill and Doug Smith, with a half a straightaway advantage into turn number 1, and we are on the final lap. Tim Rupp started on the pole, sits second. Zach Norgard started inside of row 3 and sits in third. As they come to the checker flag, Doug Smith puts another heat race win in the books with Tim Rupp and Zach Norgard, your top 3. SportMods here at Buena Vista Raceway. Braden Sharn, Tim Rupp, Jason Bass, Justin Kleensma, your top 4, as they'll bring him to the green flag. So 15 laps for these drivers here tonight. Braden Sharn, Tim Rupp. Hang on, kids, for 15. Your SportMod aiming to the green flag at Buena Vista Raceway. Tim Rupp will jump out front, the early lead. Brings along car 4, Jason Bass out of Fort Dodge, as they hustle down to turn number 3 for the first time in our feature. And Tim Rupp will lead out of Cherokee. Justin Kleensma now comes up to second. Here he comes, Doug Smith, car number 12. Started back in that number 7 position, and that 12X machine on the hunt now as they are back into turn number 1. Smith now to second, goes around Kleensma, and your leader continues to be the 33 car of Tim Rupp, as he right now has about a third of a straightaway advantage to your leader here tonight, car 33, and no, we are under caution for the 67 car, Jacob Beckstrom, as we'll slow the field for the first time here tonight, as the 67 machine from the back of the field out of Pearson, Iowa, bringing out caution number 1. That's about all I can tell you as we're ready to go back racing. Tim Rupp in the 33 car. Doug Smith in the 12. And here we go. Justin Kleinsma in the 1S as they're 3 wide, heading down into turn 3. Rusty Montag in that T1 in the bottom line. Zach Norgard, the 14 machine, as Rupp continues to lead. Braden Sharn having a very good run, that 13 car. Runs that high line off of turn 2. As everybody watching at home on Advantage Racing TV, this action as Tim Rupp pulling away. Yes, I said pulling away right now from Doug Smith, who sits in second. Tim Rupp, car 33, started outside the front row here tonight and continued to show the way, but slowly but surely, and surely we will see another caution, and yes we will. Jake Saka, car 14, will add his name to the list of caution competitors here tonight. We've about got that button wore out here tonight in the features. See if we can get 10 more in. The Bowie's Bar and Grill SportMod division, Tim Rupp. Will he get to victory lane here tonight for our season championship night? We've got 10 laps to find out as we're back racing. Justin Kleinsma gonna sandwich with Rusty Montag back into turn 3. And off of 4 continues to be Rupp, shown as your leader. Doug Smith going to work as Tim Rupp jumps a cushion in 2. And we'll give up that top spot to car 12 as Smith goes right down to the bottom. And a new leader here at Buena Vista Raceway. Doug Smith in car 12, Tim Rupp in second. Rusty Montag, what a great run for the T1 car. Rusty started back in 5th and has punched his ticket to be in the top 3 with Zach Norgard in 4th in the 14Z. Doug Smith, who started row 4, started 7th on the grid, leading here in Elta. And flicking him off now with Tim Rupp not letting him go in car 33 out of Cherokee in a Jim Sewer Service KCHE radio feature here at the Beaver. Rusty Montag in 3rd. Zach Norgard in 4th. And the 4 car here of Jason Bass out of Fort Dodge, your top 5. So Quentin Regenator in the 55 and Jacob Beckstrom in the 67. Spinning out in turns of 1 and 2, and it looks like they'll both be able to continue. leading the points and looking to put another W in the books here in Elta on this Wednesday night. Will lead the field with 5 to go. The Bowie's Barn Grill, SportMod A main. Let's put 5 more down, fellas. Here we go. Jake Sakow making a move now in car 14 as he tries to get into that top 5 here tonight with Smith showing the way. Rusty Montag into the number 2 spot, moving Tim Rupp back to 3rd. 4th place, car 4, Jason Bass. Back into turn number 1, Doug Smith out of Lake City. Two to go at the line. Smith opens up the lead for Montag in second. The race for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Jason Bass, Tim Rupp. Jake Sakow now picks up another spot as they move the 33 of Tim Rupp farther back into this field, but Rupp battling back off of turn 4 as we work their way to the white flag. Doug Smith in the 12X car leading Rusty Montag to T1. Jason Bass in the 4. Tim Rupp now back in the 4th and the 33. As a checkered flag flying here at the Beaver, and it's Doug Smith, your winner in car 12. Montag will finish 2nd, followed by Jason Bass in car 4. Well, Doug, another night, another race.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Old Tim, he's tough.
Yeah, everybody's getting a little tougher. Rusty come right up through there and was running second to you. Tim gave you a good run early on, but that restart looked like your tires were a little fresher.
Yeah, that second to last caution, I shouldn't have tried the high side down there. I lost too much ground. If he probably would have went green there, he probably would have held me off, but then we had that caution, bunched us back up. He got tight going into one. I snuck below him.
Yeah, I seen the snooker part coming. You really ever think you can spell second?
Yeah, I've got plenty of them.
You have? Well, I've seen a lot more first here at Buena Vista Raceway. Congratulations, track championship, another feature, and best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you back here in that 2-day special.
All right, and I just want to thank all the fans for all year coming out. Awesome for supporting this place. Let's keep it going.
Got it going. Doug Smith got it going here tonight as he wins another time here at Buena Vista Raceway.